Hi, everyone. I'm Julie Stark with On Your Left Fitness and Timing.
And I'm Steve Landau from Everyone Runs. Welcome to Embrace Tucson, Embrace Your Inner Athlete.
We are here today with Lauren Reisner and Geoff Schmidt, and we are going to interview the two of them and get their perspective on their new abnormal. Lauren, I know you from our local running group, and we meet usually once a week and at least and run together. And I say together loosely because we chat, we say hi, and then you quickly leave me in your wake and go do your training run. But you truly are one of the nicest and friendliest and supportive runners in the community. You're always there, willing to chat afterwards at a race or at a running training group. And you are a fitness instructor, and you're just, an all around great athlete, in my opinion. But I know that you have these PRs, like you have the 1:16 half marathon. Oh my. And you did a 2:53 at Boston, taking 22nd overall female. I mean, bow down. Awesome for you. I'm very, very, very proud of that. But I have to tell you, for me, one of the proudest moments I have watching you race was the Arizona Distance Classic, when you won overall, not overall female, but you won overall. And I remember the announcer saying he could see you in the distance, and he says, here he comes, the winner of the race. And the look on his face when you crossed and he was a she, I'm like, yeah, buddy, eat it. She is awesome. I will never forget that moment. And so, you're an accomplished athlete, but you're also a great human being. And you have this wonderful daughter that you mentor, Charlotte, who by all accounts is getting to be a good running guru in herself and can out eat ice cream on me on a run any day.
Yeah.
Hi, Charlotte.
Obviously, I have to do an interview with her being a part of it too.
This is where I get my kindness from her.
Oh, wow, kid. Okay.
Or other way she gets my.
Let me go ahead and introduce our second guest today, if you don't mind. Geoff Schmidt. Welcome, Geoff Schmidt from the running shop. Geoff is a declared lover of life, humanities, trails, fitness, running, and clever quips. Do you know that, Geoff? You are.
Yeah.
He's the founder of Destination U, which is a very supportive running group for general fitness for people of all walks of life. Geoff is also a cancer survivor. He's from a family of cancer survivors. And before he started Destination U, he actually ran from Tucson to Phoenix, from the cancer center to the cancer center. He's truly a great guy. People flock to him, friendly, supportive, wonderful human being. And he's really a good shoe fitting specialist over at the running shop, and we appreciate you in our community. Right, Geoff?
That's right. I just have to correct one thing. I'm not a cancer survivor myself.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, not yet. And hopefully, if that ever happens, I will be a cancer survivor. But not me personally.
Really?
Part of that mistake.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Julie's going to ask a question first to Lauren, and then Geoff, I'll come back to you with the same question. So go ahead, Julie.
So, Lauren, we would just like for you to tell us how life has changed for you with this new abnormal lifestyle, with all your training and your daily.
Oh, so I think the biggest change for me has been that I'm at my house a lot. Normally, I am so busy. I'm going from one place to the next. I'm taking Charlotte to school. I'm taking Charlotte to her activities. I'm driving to a run. I'm literally anywhere but my house. I have spent so much time in my house that it is insane. I think too, one of the most positive things about this has been my opportunities to kind of slow down a little bit and run with Charlotte. Normally, whenever we do running stuff, it's sort of like where we can fit it in with her other activities. But since her other activities aren't going on, I've had the opportunity to kind of like go outside with her and just go and run for a couple miles, go for walks, go for hikes. Being able to watch her and kind of see this blossoming love of running that she's had has been kind of invigorating for me and has helped me kind of motivate myself to get out there. I also want to shout out to the running shop with their Spring Madness 2020. Those challenges, man. No one wants to run 10 minutes as fast as they can really during training at any given point, but especially when there's no race to train for. Having that little carrot out there has been tremendous, and it's been fun to go and to take on those challenges as best as I can.
I ran a lot of it.
Yes, you've done it too.
That's wonderful, Lauren. And how has it changed the way, how do you feel mentally right now? How do you feel, how does your physical fitness lifestyle help you on a daily basis?
So, I mean, even before all of this, I had kind of said with this year that I was going to take fitness as it came. Charlotte's dad is mobilized with the Army. He's in El Paso. He's also a healthcare provider. Shout out to all of the Army healthcare providers right now. They're doing a lot of hard work. But I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on myself to go out and to chase big time goals with that going on. With that being said, I had just signed up for the New York City Marathon and had gotten in before all this started, and I had kind of hoped that I would have a sub-3 marathon in me. And I'm still working towards that. The training right now is more base building, which I guess is probably a good thing. I don't think that right now going after huge lofty time goals is a great idea anyway, but just getting out there, the mental benefit that I've gotten from just going out and running miles just to go out there and kind of clear my head has been tremendous. Like, running is an amazing way to deal with anxiety that you might be feeling about all of this uncertainty. Well, that and all of the uncertainty that's going on right now. I mean, I am so thankful that I've been able to get out and run. And also, I really just kind of got into, I just started teaching the fitness classes that Julie mentioned back in September. And I didn't realize how much I would miss that. And I've kind of been working to go and to try and get better at being a fitness instructor, which I know sounds really counterproductive and counterintuitive, just knowing that I'm by myself. But I'll go and I'll just even talk to myself to try and give myself motivation. And I'm hoping that that's going to help with self-improvement. So I think maybe picking little things that you can go and can work on, maybe it's a chance that you wouldn't have otherwise without all this going on.
Mom, it's hike time.
That's a great perspective, and we all do miss that camaraderie, definitely. Let me ask Geoff that same question that Julie had asked you. Geoff, how is your life in this new abnormal world now?
Yeah, so one of the biggest things I notice, I'm really hyper aware of how much I touch my face and my head now. Early on, my wife said something that was really interesting to me, and I've kind of noticed this too, and maybe you have. Just seeing crowds of people or pictures of crowds of people all kind of hanging off of each other seems a little odd now. We're in a different kind of paradigm or way of thinking, and it's just weird to have that lack of interaction, that social kind of contact that we were just took for granted maybe. I'm definitely seeing a lot more people out walking and running since things have changed. As far as my own fitness, after I finished the triple 50, the Colossal Cave Vale 50 miler, the Oracle Rumble 50 miler, and then the OP 50 miler, looking forward to that OP 50 miler, I was really just looking forward to being done with the whole thing and taking a nice break. And that kind of coincided with the pandemic and the outbreak of COVID-19 nicely for me, because I've really been taking it easy. I'm lucky if I get 20 miles a week in my running. Kind of like an ultra marathon, I'm so stressed out with all the things that are going on anyway. And yes, I do need that physical workout to kind of help manage that. But I also need to not stress myself out by feeling like I have to go out and train, or I have to go out and run really hard or run a lot of miles. But just find every little opportunity that I can make for myself to feel good about myself and keep putting one foot in front of the other and staying positive.
That's great. Good advice to everybody out there too. Mm-hmm. And good for you. I mean, everything did coincide well for you.
Yeah.
some of us do miss the competition. Personally, I was just getting set to swim in Masters Nationals, and I was getting ready for my taper week, and that taper week didn't happen. How about for you, Lauren? How does it feel not competing right now?
So I'm naturally a super competitive person, and I think that's one of the reasons why I always did run so many races. Is I like having that way to test myself. I like having that means of judging myself in a healthy way in comparison to other people. I don't know if this is good or bad, but I like decided that I was going to learn TikTok videos, and I'm like, I can go and I can do TikTok now. So I've very quickly learned how awful I am at TikTok videos. But in terms of like competition, it's more with myself. It's like saying, you know, okay, here's this one thing that I don't think that I can do necessarily, and let's see if I can like take the time and actually teach myself to do it. The results aren't great so far, but it seems to be kind of helping with that a little bit. Again, too, I think I would be remiss if I didn't mention the running shop and having those like little carrots to go and chase. It's not really a competition. No one is, you know, no one's getting an award for how fast that they go, but it is just a little bit of a carrot to see how some of the other local runners are doing and to see the hard work that they're putting in. And it's a motivation for me to push myself a little harder too.
Yeah, everybody will have a great base put in.
Yes, yes.
Definitely. Julie, do you have any questions for Geoff, Lauren, at this point?
No, I just, one question. I mean, Lauren, you did say that you're not putting a lot of pressure on yourself, but let's just say that this was all lifted tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be ready mentally or psychologically or physically ready? I'm going to race. I don't care what time. I don't care if I'm last. I'm racing. Or would you be like, oh, I got to get ready?
Well, I mean, I could run a race every weekend and theoretically be ready. I will say that I'm definitely not in like speed shape because I only do that if I absolutely have to be. I'd feel much more confident in my ability to run a decent half marathon or marathon as opposed to like a 5K. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, you know, I feel like the training that I'm doing now, kind of the base building, I think there's a mental aspect to all of this. Like the fact that we can make it through, if we can make it through all of this stuff, you know, any sort of race that we go through, that can only help. Like knowing that we have the mental fortitude to make it through all this, I think that that means that we have the mental fortitude to finish whatever race distance that you're gonna go and set out to accomplish.
So how about you, Geoff? You said you were just going to lay low this year after the triple 50, but if you had an opportunity right now to go do a race, would you pony up?
We were signed up for the Cleveland Marathon in May, and obviously that got canceled. So I was planning on doing that. Tell you the truth, it was a little bit of a relief when that got canceled and that got taken off our itinerary or whatever. I'm really just wanting to back off and kind of reset and catch my breath a little bit before going back into it. And like Lauren said, I'm really enjoying the 2020 Spring Madness Challenge. Diane came up with that, and it's just been fantastic, and people are really loving it. It's really kind of built out the community, and that's kind of enough for me right now. I'm not going to quit running. I love running, but I just need to kind of protect that for myself by not pushing myself too hard and just let myself be where I'm at and let that be okay. And then when I'm ready, I'll be back.
Hey, Geoff, let me ask you this question. As a person that sees runners every day over at the running shop, now obviously you're not seeing them every day now because the store's not, stores aren't open so much. What's your general assessment of how important running has been to people?
Oh, it's been huge. And just to kind of expound on what you're saying about the store, we are not allowed to have anybody inside the store,
Right.
but we can kind of help people out front. And the amount of new runners that we're getting at the store to come in and try to figure out what shoe they should get has not gone down. As a matter of fact, it's stayed steady, if not maybe a little bit picked up, which is nice because people can't go to the gym anymore. People can't go to these other places that they used to go to, and maybe they're not motivated to do a home workout by themselves. But when you have a 2020 spring challenge and all the other virtual kind of activities that are going on right now, they need a new pair of shoes. They come and talk to us and we help them out. I was telling Julie before we even started the interview, it's interesting that we are kind of busy, and when I work a shift, I'm pretty much on my feet for the entire shift. Whereas before, when you fit somebody, you sit on the fit stool opposite them, so you're sitting and you get nice sit breaks every now and then. I'm pretty much walking on my feet the whole time, so by the time I get home, I'm kind of exhausted.
Welcome to a race director's lifestyle. We're
There
on
you
our
go.
feet all the time, right, Steve?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But I just want to say real quick, I'm really, really grateful for the running community. It's been, I think people are buying shoes when they may not need to buy shoes just yet. The love that we feel at the running shop is real. You guys are so amazing. I get a little choked up thinking about it. So just real quick, thank all of you. Thank you guys so much. And thank you guys for putting on this panel.
Yeah, thank you, Geoff. I really appreciate it. And Lauren, thank you so much for doing this with us today. Great words of wisdom for our viewers out there. Most importantly, what I like seeing right now is people are out there. They're trying to stay fit. Yes, some of the trails are too crowded and we should avoid that. That would be my advice to everybody. Find a place that's quiet. Wear a mask wherever you go, because we're breathing hard when we're running. But you hate to, it's hard to find silver linings right now, but a silver lining is people are really trying to stay fit, and hopefully that's keeping them mentally fit as well. So thank you both for coming on with us today on Embrace Tucson, Embrace Your Inner Athlete. And we'll be bringing you many, many more shows, and we appreciate you and Lauren coming in with us today.
Thank you for having us. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you guys. Big hugs to everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a good afternoon.
All right.
Everybody.